All right, what's going on, everybody? Let's get this thing started. Close the door behind me first. How you doing, guys? Welcome back. Another Monday night. We're back. Monday Night Live. I'm your host, Jordon Cox. Welcome back to the Dirt Track Untold channel. Let's get into it. How you guys doing? How you guys doing? Let me know that you're here. Hit the like button. Send a hi in the chat. Whether you're over on YouTube, right here on YouTube, or over on Facebook, say hi. I'm alone over here. Tell me you're here. Tim, hi, how you doing? From Weedsport. Jim, good evening, how you doing? Mike T, hi from Sussex. Jim Mahaney, back in the chat. Put the pedal down, Jordan. Just like you, brother. Listen, if you guys haven't seen it, I know I'm going to probably plug it in later as well, but don't do it now. But go watch the Sick Week video that we posted here on the channel of the Mahaneys down in Florida running Sick Week. I watched it last night. I stopped everything I was doing, Jim. I stopped everything I was doing, and I watched the whole thing. Kudos to you guys for filming it. Mike coming down there and filming some of that as well. It was awesome. So if you guys haven't checked that out, check it out. Hi upstairs. Hi, Richard, Carl, good evening. Richard, hi. How you doing? I don't know why I just went Italian on that. How you doing? Gary, howdy from Greenwood. Robert, Cincy. All right, good. Elmira, Richard. All right, nice. Good to see you. Mark, how you doing? Mike over on Facebook, how you doing? Brad, how's it going? Dan, hi, how are you? Robert, is Billy running New Egypt in 2 weeks? I believe he'll be at Bridgeport. He's going to be at Bridgeport in 2 weeks. So, Gaming Rex, hi from Queensland, Australia. Howdy, mate. Sorry I did that. Forgive me. Delaware, Mark, how you doing? Good to see you. Guys, how's it going? All right. Enough messing around. Don't mind me here. There we go. Don't mind me. How's everybody's week started out? Mine's been starting off with a bang. John, where's Mike or Mandee? Hopefully at home relaxing. All right, guys. Michael Fitzpatrick from Fort Erie, Ontario. How you doing? How's your night going? All right, guys. We have a little bit of some World of Outlaws stuff to bring up. They ran a couple races over this past week. They finished up the big bike. No, sorry, not big bike. Bike Week Jamboree down in Volusia. They finished up the Bike Week down in Volusia. And David Gravel picked up night 2. He swept the Bike Week Jamboree down in Volusia. Then it was Schuhart, Selzy, Macedo, and Allen that finished out the top 5. Night 2, we covered night 1 last week. Night 1 was won by Gravel. Kind of an off night. We talked about the seatbelt situation with, I think it was Allen. It was Jacob Allen. That was night 1. Night 2 wrapped up after we went live. And Gravel swept Volusia there. So Then they went earlier this past week on the 7th. They were at the Talladega Short Track in Alabama. And big surprise of the night. And I love this guy's nickname. I'm going to bring it up here. So, big surprise of the night, and it's the highlights on the screen right now. Bill Balog. First win in 9 years. I love this guy's nickname. The North Pole Nightmare. Comes out, whoops the Outlaws down at the short track in Alabama. Super popular win amongst the sprint car world. He won back in 2016 at Beaver Dam Raceway. And now he has a win up here in 2025 at Alabama at the Talladega Short Track. So Balog, he held off Gravel at the end. Gravel ended up second. Schuhart, Cole Macedo, and then Carson Macedo finished out the top 5. Again, big popular win amongst the sprint car world with Balog, kind of the underdog, coming in there. The North Pole Nightmare. Guys, drop your favorite nicknames, because that one went up here for me. It was non-existent. It's towards the top now. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. Anything with Nightmare in it kind of grabs my attention. So that was the Talladega Short Track. That was on the 7th. And then the next night, they went to Magnolia Motor Speedway over in Mississippi. And Gravel just tearing through these guys. Gravel ended up getting the win. He swept the night. Quick time. Heat win. Dash win. Feature win. Swept the night. So Gravel's on a tear right now. It was Gravel over Carson Macedo, Sheldon Hodenschild, Buddy Kofoid, and Logan Schuhart. Round out the top 5. So in the World of Outlaw Sprint Car world, Gravel's tearing it up. Now you see in the video I got next to me here, that was the Talladega win by Balog. Again, big popular win. That's the video I wanted to show. Pretty cool. Seeing him hold off the guy that's been dominating. Right? The North Pole Nightmare. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool to see that. Like I said, you love seeing underdog stories like that. You know, a guy that just kind of pops in and out running these big sprint car shows, and took down the Giants. So, pretty cool to see that. Those are the night 3 results. Sorry, a little delayed on that one. Favorite nickname, Pots and Pans. Somebody had to put it in there. Oh, man. Super Ski. Come on now. I miss Rico. Hope he's speedy. Yeah, we wish Rico speedy recovery for sure. Yeah, I think you probably will be running high limit. Fine art. Yep. Double D, Danny Dietrich. Nice. Yeah, that's perfect. Our week's horrible due to an overbearing boss. Look forward to open practice. Yeah, there you go. Fine art. All right, cool. Yep. Bridgeport got practice coming up. Nice. How'd that even start? I honestly don't know. I feel like I've asked. I feel like I asked Mike where that came from, and I don't even think he knew. But I could totally be making that up. I honestly don't know. Smooth shoe. Yep. Hey, he's our guy. Is our weather, of course, goofy for the weekend? Yeah. Talking about this weekend, Jim. Yeah, it's not exactly ideal. But you know, we'll get there, right? We'll still get some racing in this weekend. I got a feeling that's how it's going to work. All right. So there was the World of Outlaw Sprint Cars. World of Outlaws late models haven't raced. They are coming up this upcoming weekend. They'll be at Smoky Mountain Speedway out in Maryville, Tennessee. Almost at Texas. Tennessee. Smoky Mountain Speedway. That's where the World of Outlaws late models will be. 14th and 15th. So you'll see them Friday and Saturday this upcoming week. High Limit Series kicks off. Speaking of High Limit Series, we'll kick off this upcoming week, the 13th. So that's Thursday, and then they run again Saturday. Get this World of Outlaws stuff out here. So we got the high limit guys coming in. Put their schedule up here. They're going to be at Las Vegas Motor, the dirt track at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Like I said, on the 13th and 15th. So that was what I say, Thursday and Saturday. You can catch that on Flow. If you can see this, sorry, it's a little small. I did my best with it. But that's their upcoming schedule. You'll see some familiar names up here in the Northeast. And obviously the surrounding United States. Sunday is a wash. Well, good thing they're not racing Sunday, right? Super Wrench, I believe. Could be wrong. Okay. Yeah, good thing we're not racing on Sunday, right? But the High Limit Series will be kicking off their season this upcoming week. So there's the schedule right there. Let's see. Bobby, who's this guy? I don't know. I don't know why they let me on here. How'd I get here, Bob? Oh, thanks, Nan. I had to wear at least one of these. At least one of these weeks. I'm already running low on my shirt supply. I don't know how that's possible. So if you see me at a racetrack and you want me to wear your shirt, just throw it at me. I mean, I'll pay you for it, but you know, if you just want me to wear it, I'll wear it. I'm already running low. Somehow, what happened was I got fat. So some of my stuff just doesn't fit anymore. Even this one, tugging on it. Gotta drop some of those winter LBs, right? All right, so High Limit Series will be kicking off this week. Yeah. Good stuff, right? And then we've got locally Lincoln Speedway ran out in Pennsylvania. Don't worry. I have video to prove it. We already talked about Double D Danny Dietrich. He ended up being the winner over Chase Dietz, Troy Wagman Jr., Tyler Ross, and Matt Campbell rounded out the top 5. Honestly, it looked like pretty decent racing for a day race at Lincoln. Little dusty, but yeah. All highlights on Flow Racing. You can catch that stuff. They were supposed to run a Port Royal, the 410 sprints, and the super late models. That got canceled due to rain, wet grounds. I don't know if they got kind of like a last minute little douse of rainage out there this past weekend, but they ended up not running. So Outlaw driver has a great number. Yeah, right. I meant to say the Bill Baylog ran. He was in the 17B. Kind of a soft spot in all our hearts over here on the Cox side of the family. The wind in Lincoln, no favors on a Sunday. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I mean Sunday. Yeah, you're right, Jim. Sunday race, as it is, super windy. Yeah, it was windy that weekend. So you're right. But, you know, they still put on some decent racing there. So you can't really fault them. They were still able to put on a good show. Yeah, I mean, you can even see it here. I mean, you can kind of just see the dusty glaze on the screen. It's just nothing but dust. Again, that's daytime racing this time of year. But hey, at least they're out there getting it done. Hang on, everybody. So they were the only ones up here in the Northeast that did any racing on the dirt, other than the National Series guys running races down in the South. While I'm thinking about it, I knew I would end up screwing it. Hang on, I gotta type something out here. Lincoln goes out of their way to get the shows no matter what. Yeah, no matter what. of my favorite tracks. I really like that. I really like Lincoln. So I agree with you there. I agree with you there, Jim. Fine art happens to every track at one point. Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, when you're just trying to put on a show, especially this time of year during the day, it's just the way it's gonna be. All right, guys. We got coming up here. Some new merch coming out for. We were just talking about Mr. Mike Mahaney. New merch is going to be dropping here very soon. So, one of the benefits of being part of Club DTU here with the Dirt Track Untold fam. If you join Club DTU, you get early access to any of the new and upcoming merch that's coming out. We have mics coming out soon. I know there's going to be some other Dirt Track Untold related merch that'll be dropping very soon as well. So if you want early access to that stuff, joining Club DTU over on Patreon is a great way to get that done. I'm going to put the link right here in the chat feed. It is also in the feed. It is also in the feed for our Facebook chat as well. If you guys have any interest, go check that out. You get early access to the podcasts that come out, all the vlog videos or regular videos. And it's a great way to stay in touch with everything going on with the Dirt Track Untold drivers. So join Club DTU today and get that merch first before anybody else. They don't even give it to me. And supposedly they like me. So go check that out if you guys are interested. I put the link. It's in the description and in the chat as well. Any guests tonight, Carl? No, it's just me. It's just me. Listen, the guys are super busy. This is the time of year where everyone's thrashing to get their stuff together. We're going to work on bringing some people in as the year goes on. But for right now, you just get me. I will have Mike, Billy, maybe even Mandee will come back. Maybe we'll get some other people coming in here as the season goes on. I really want to keep everybody in touch with, especially the guys that, the Dirt Track Untold drivers. Bring them in as the year goes along. Give you guys live in-person updates of how their season's going. Hopefully, we're bringing them in after some wins, and we get to talk about the night, the weekend before and stuff coming up. But yeah, right now, thrash mode. Everybody's getting ready, especially for Port Royal coming up. And not even just talking about those guys. I've talked to some other drivers, and it's just everything, a lot going on. So hopefully we get some people. There's been plenty of people that have been interested. So hopefully soon. And as the year goes on, we'll definitely get to talk to some people. Question of the year: how to get the sprint car fans to Port Royal for a short track Super Series race this weekend? Besides having 410s on the card, Matt, might be a lifetime question there. I think the racing has kind of spoke for itself when it comes to what the modifieds put on at Port Royal. They put on a good show every time they're there. So I think you can get that sprint car crowd there for that stuff. The highlights are out there. The proof is out there. The last time they raced there, they put on there was a great show. Some of the features come down to tires, which can get a little bit annoying, but still, for the most part, you're going to get your money's worth when you go there. If you're in the area, why wouldn't you go? Right? let's see here. Speaking of Port Royal, right? Speaking of, let's talk about it. Short Track Super Series will be at Port Royal this weekend, Friday and Saturday, 14th and the 15th. 60 laps, 12 grand to win for the modifieds. 40 laps, $4 grand to win for the sportsmen, and 25 laps, $12.50 to win for the pro stocks. Both Mike Mahaney and Billy Pauch Jr. will be on hand at Port Royal, getting her done, trying to pull back the W, either to Jersey or up to New York. I know both those guys are very well prepared for this. They've been chomping at the bit to get going and go racing in the area. Billy's obviously a little bit ahead of the game and has been racing already, but I know Mike's ready to go. It's going to be a good weekend in racing, like we were just talking about. Me and Matt here were just chit-chatting about that. I'm super jealous that everybody gets to go out there. I wanted to race there last year. Didn't get the chance to, but they put on a good show the last time they ran, and I think it'll be just as good this upcoming year. So I'm going to put up as well here the schedule of events. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it very well, but we got the Speed Showcase, 12 grand to win, modifieds. So they'll have the qualifiers on Friday, and then all the features on Saturday. Weather's looking hit or miss for Saturday, but we're not going to talk about that stuff. It's just like the kids, what's the movie Encanto? They don't talk about Bruno. We don't talk about that R word. Hopefully everything stays good for Saturday. Thank you, Carl. Thank you. Appreciate that. K9, love Big Diamond's cheesesteaks. Haven't had them. I'll take your word for it. I'll have to grab one next time I'm at Big Diamond. Hope they get a full field of pro stocks. They are really competitive. They actually do. Yeah, you're right. They do put on a really good show. I'm a sucker for full fender cars like that. Always a great race. But sprint car fans don't like mods. Plain and simple. Your dad was that way. I don't get it. Racing's racing, right? Why wouldn't you just want to go see some racing? I get it. Mud turtles can be boring, but so can sprint car racing. Everybody's got their ups and downs. I mean, listen, you want to like one or the other. That's fine, but I don't know about I just listen. If we got to support every racing around us, whether it's tractor racing, lawnmower racing, big blocks, small blocks, sprint car, 410, 358s, wingless, with crate motor. Who cares? Racing's racing. Some people are going to be that way. That's fine. That's their prerogative. I don't understand it. Listen, we can go outside and race around on scooters, and I'll be just as entertained. But it is what it is. I would imagine. I would hope that people out there in Port Royal would just go to the races and watch. But if they don't want to support, that's fine. They don't have to. Modifieds will still put on a good show, I think, no matter who's there. That's right, Matt. Racing's racing. Racing is racing. Let me see. Let me plug in here our upcoming podcast for tomorrow. You'll have Mandee on Dirt Track Confessions solo this week for the podcast tomorrow. And then the following week, she'll have a conversation with Doug Rose, promoter at Bridgeport. I don't know why I blanked there for a second. Bridgeport Motorsports Park and Action Track USA on Kutztown, Pennsylvania. So she'll talk to Doug Rose in 2 weeks on the Dirt Track Confessions podcast. This upcoming week, she's doing a solo episode. So look out for that for tomorrow and next Tuesday. Sorry. And then be ready for vlog videos from Port Royal. So you have that to look forward to, not only just the racing, but then the videos here on the Dirt Track Untold YouTube channel. You'll have that to look forward to. Friday and after the Friday and Saturday events. So be sure to be checking in on the YouTube page and onto our Facebook page as well for updates on when those videos are going to drop. Speaking of videos that have dropped, I talked about it a little bit earlier when Jim Mahaney jumped into the chat. How about that sick week video that dropped? That was a lot of fun to watch. Check out the last two videos. One with Mike talking about his insights in the engine world, going through one of his motors, and then Jim down in Florida for sick week and their video. Mahaney's down in Florida for sick week. That video dropped the other night, so you can watch those from this previous week. Quality content as far as I'm concerned. Top tier quality content as far as I'm concerned. Alex says, pots and pans, Mike Mahaney better get some wins this year. I don't think he'll have any problem with that. He'll get some wins this year. Don't worry. Need to connect with your uncle. Standing there's a flight delayed 3 times. Oh, they're stuck down in Myrtle Beach. That sucks. Flying's tough these days, right? Flying's tough right now. All right, guys. This is where I would normally. This is where I'm going to put my on this day. But we're still doing on this week because we're short on a lot of stuff going on. So over this past week, turn that window capture off. There it goes. So you got some in-car video from Hagerstown. God, why did I forget the year? Anyway, J.R. Hefner in-car video. But on this week, so we'll start with the 10th because that is on this day. Hagerstown Oktoberfest 350 qualifier was won by Brett Hearn back in 2002. The 11th of March in 2001, Hagerstown Oktoberfest 350 qualifier was won by Brett Hearn. In 2017, at Georgetown Speedway, the Melvin Joseph Memorial Short Track Super Series race was won by Jimmy Horton back in 2017. March 12th of 2016 at Georgetown Speedway for the Melvin Joseph Memorial Short Track Super Series race, Anthony Prego. 2009, March 14th, 2009, Hagerstown Speedway 358 special, won by Matt Shepard. March 15th, 1998, Hagerstown Big Block Modified Twin 20s were both swept by Brett Hearn. 2003, March 15th, 2003, Brett Hearn won again. 2008, March 15th, 2008, at Hagerstown, Jimmy Phelps won the big block race down at Hagerstown. 316, March 16th, 97. 97 down at Hagerstown, big block modified twin 20s. First one won by Frank Cozy, second, Bruce Klein. And then the most recent thing on here, March 16th, 2024 at Port Royal Speedway. Last year's winner, Matt Shepard. That was the 16th. So that's this upcoming week. On this upcoming week, dates. Catch the super long body Weaver had that. Yes, I was wondering if anybody would see that on there. That was an interesting looking car. That was one interesting looking car. Not to bring this too far down, but I do want to acknowledge something that did happen this past week. It was 5 years since we lost Danny Serrano from friend of all of ours up here in the north, at the Northeast when it comes to New Egypt Speedway, Bridgeport Speedway. It was definitely hit that hard that day earlier this past week when we started seeing pictures and stuff coming up on Facebook of Danny. I still think that racing up here in the Northeast is missing him. Somebody that really had all of us drivers in mind when it came to how we wanted to be treated, and he would put all of us drivers first, and I was on the receiving end of that a lot, and so certainly miss Danny, and 5 years just this past week of him being gone. So rest in peace to the pimp. Crazy that it's been 5 years. Hang on 1 second here. All right, and then yeah. So guys, hit me with anything you got. I'm running thin over here. Run on empty here. So hit me with some stuff in the chat if you want to chit chat. Otherwise, I'll get into my closing here, and we'll get on with our Monday nights. Was cut out around the front tires. Glad that didn't stick. Yes, I remember. Yep, Jim, I remember that too. Yep. Great seeing modifieds on that track. Yeah. It's always cool seeing those old highlights of the modifieds out there that seem to put on a good show down in Hagerstown those days, back when they were running there a decent amount. So guys, just a last reminder here. Hit up Patreon for your early access to all merch and content related to the Dirt Track Untold team. Join Club DTU for all that stuff. Make sure you're logged into your Flow Racing and you have your subscription so you can watch. If you're not going to be able to go to the racetrack this weekend, at least have Flow Racing up and watching, whether it's Port Royal or you have the High Limit Series up there racing as well. Make sure that you're supporting your racetracks and your racers this upcoming weekend as we start getting into the thick of the racing season here. There's going to be plenty of stuff to talk about as the weeks go on here. Matt says, remember when the Lates and Mods ran together? Barefoot Bob won the one. I remember. I did see those results pop up every once in a while when I was looking at all the stats that they had, like late model versus modified challenges. I love seeing those. I know there's some tracks that still keep that stuff up and run them against each other. They'll run like the sprint cars out there too. I've seen. I'll have to find the video for next week. They ran a bunch of. They ran sprint cars, late models, modifieds, all on the same track at the same time. I cannot believe that there wasn't more havoc in this video that I saw. Absolute chaos. Couldn't believe that they actually pulled something like that off. I couldn't imagine a modified being out there with a sprint car, or even a big, one of those big late models and those big ass bodies. Crazy. Same for Bridgeport practice. Weather doesn't look good. Rain date Sunday. Sunday is not the day you want to have as a rain date. They'll probably get practice. Wait, Bridgeport practice is when? Bridgeport's practice is Saturday. About to blow up how white my face is going to be here. Hang on a second. Is Bridgeport practice this upcoming weekend? Like Friday and Saturday? I'm scrolling too much there. What's up, Johnny? Diamond one. That's right, bud. What'd you call it? The infamous? Legendary? I don't remember what you called it. Yeah, is Birch? Yeah, they'll get it in. The race. Listen. I'm being optimistic. The racing will get in this weekend. Just gonna do it. Just gonna say it. It's gonna get in this weekend. Don't you worry about that. I don't have any worry about that. Not at all. So, if you got to go get some practice in, if you're a rookie or if you're just starting or just need to go shake the car down, you got practice over. You want to go to Bridgeport, hit it up. You got it. If you want to go out to Port Royal and race, they're racing. We're getting it in this weekend. Okay. Again. Cupsel. The infamous. That's right. The infamous diamond one. I just couldn't remember what you posted that day. All right. Billy and Mike at Port Royal. If you're gonna support the dirt track Untold, Flow Racing, or go to the Port Royal, support the boys over at Port Royal. Next weekend they have the. Just had it up on my screen. No, Hoffman Memorial, the Hoffman Memorial over at Bridgeport Speedway. The following weekend, you'll see Billy there for that. You'll see Billy on the 28th over at Georgetown. You'll see Mike at New Egypt for the Super Dirt Series race at New Egypt the 29th. And then you'll see Billy over at Bridgeport on the 29th for their opener. So that's what's coming up for... all of us racing here on the Dirt Track Untold channel. Guys, I'm going to head out. That's it for tonight. Appreciate you all coming in and joining me and chatting with me over on YouTube and on Facebook. Appreciate you all. We'll be back next week with some results, hopefully some cool highlights and some racing and some cool things to talk about. Again, appreciate you all. Head to the racetrack, support your local racetrack, support it on streaming if you have to this time of year. That's all well and good. But I'll see you guys soon. I'll see you at the racetrack. Enjoy the rest of your night. Bye, guys.